I'm so pale. Oh, welcome once again, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of the Aaron Swan Rants and Raves, I suppose. I guess that's what I'll call it, I guess. Where I come up with a topic and then I rant and rave about it, I guess, which would be pretty fitting to the title. I think today I will do a discussion on something that has been occurring to me so far this week because it's only like Wednesday. It's only Wednesday. Only Wednesday. Jesus Christ. Um, and that would be, uh, I guess, setting personal boundaries and limits. And I think we'll also talk about like overextending and spreading yourself thin. I think. So, so far this week, I have experienced complete and utter exhaustion to the point where I have been irritable and just tired. Yeah, I mean, you can see it right there. Like, just completely and utterly tired and depressive. And I kind of have turned into a shut in again, which is something I didn't necessarily plan on uh, back when I first started this whole personal progress and personal positive change, I suppose. And it, it, it kind of upset me to the point where I was getting a little bit pissed off at myself and really depressed. And it just kind of seemed to go into like a vicious cycle of upset, tired, depressed, and kind of like I would be upset because I would be tired and depressed, and then I would be tired from all the overexhaustion of being upset about myself, and then I would be pissed off because all that physical weariness of me getting pissed off and upset about myself being pissed off and depressed, and it was just a vicious cycle, and that would make me depressed again, and the whole thing would just start all over so far this week. I mean, it's been the past 6 7 days, I guess, and so I brought it up. I kind of brought it up a little bit to Shay, my the friend that is messaging me, and I told her about this new person that has moved in the little commune that I'm living in, and I don't want to get into detail, but she's having problems, and I'm overly over overly overexerting myself trying to help her, and I figured out that it's to the point of being spread too thin on my own terms, and she kind of confirmed that to me. She said something along the lines of that she had to remind me. Sorry, she had to remind me that uh, I can't control everybody as much as I really want to help people. It's my personality to help, and I'm kind of a giver, and I'm too much of a helper. And sorry, uh, bikers. Um, but she reminded me about uh, being kind of pushing my own limits in a bad way, in a toxic way, where I'm trying to help somebody that essentially doesn't want the help that I'm offering. Which is to say that she is. I saw her as a friend, and then recently, since she got introduced to our little community that I'm staying with, she has revealed that she thinks I'm attractive and she has a crush on me. So me being kind of a people pleaser and wanting, like, I still got a lot of work to do on that little front of my want to be approved, or my want of approval, I suspect. But anyways, uh, for in my quest of approval for somebody I just met and she's already crushing on me, I made it my personal conquest to try to help her get clean from essentially her demon, and like she was treating me nicely and talking to me and flirting with me and all that stuff, and then out of the blue, she just flipped, and I've never done drugs, so I don't know how that affects personality and compared to what drugs she's taken, but uh, like she kind of flipped, and I haven't seen her in a few days, and I was beating myself over the fact that I've been trying to force my version of help down her throat while also working at this new job and trying to get used to this job and doing everything I can to help people with their drama. And I've tried to counsel or give advice on my behalf to countless fights and drama and just complete and utter decay of personal and romantic and friendly relationships, and I'm the one that's kind of putting that yoke on my shoulder, and they're not even my problems, and I need to remember to we all need to remember to if it's not your problem, if it's not your circus, don't be the ringleader. And it's hard to do, especially when you have my personality, and I'm a Taurus also, so that means like I'm stubborn, and like I'm stubborn when it comes to I want to help. Anyway, I'm sorry I'm getting off topic. Uh, but the gist of it before I went off on that whole tangent uh, was that it took an outsider perspective, i.e., Shay, to make me realize that my overexertion and my moodiness, as much as I want to use it as my positive change and all that stuff, and I want to help people for the better, I need to sometimes just step back and realize that those problems aren't mine. They're not, and that goes for everybody. Uh, if it's not your problem, don't feel. If it's not your problem and it's not your personality, or it's not your personal change that's on the line, and it doesn't affect you directly, there is absolutely no need to take part in anybody else's journey unless they ask you and want that help. So, like, just keep your nose out of things. Focus on yourself. I've also just realized that my camera is here now instead of here. So I've been looking right here when I should be looking here. I'm sorry, folks. Anyways, I think the point of this rant and rave was, I guess, just to let you guys be up to date and in touch with my progress and learn from my mistakes. And if you're a giver, there's only so much you can give to fill other people's cups before you're empty, and you need to remind yourself to take a break sometimes and recenter and reground yourself so that you can continue your positive journey before forcing the dick of mild intentioned toxic help down the throats of people who ultimately are gonna hinder your progress. That was a good analogy. I like that. But no, I mean, there's a fine line, but there's also a gray area between helping people as much as you absolutely can and helping people to the point of self-toxicity and a decay of your personality and your ego, I guess. But I guess that's my rant and rave for now. Now for positive updates. The positive parts. I signed up again for the Red Cross. and because I can't help, I want to help give to a cause, and I can't do it monetarily as of right now because of my job and all that stuff. So I decided to donate my time and my body as much as I can to not only raise my frequency but to also save lives, I guess. So uh, I'm going to start getting serious into donating blood and plasma, and eventually, if it goes well, I want to do bone marrow and whatever I can give that can be regenerative in my body, so that I know that I'm giving my body, like, I'm helping out people who need that stuff for their livelihood and their lives and their health. And I think that's a lot better. I feel in my heart it's a lot better than helping people monetarily, as much as that would help in other ways. Uh, so I mean, it's just a nice little friendly reminder to, like, if you can, if you have the time, donate blood. Like donate blood, donate canned goods, like help your local food pantries, help the Red Cross, like be generous to each other. It's part of raising your frequency, and it's part of making sure that this planet is filled with love and peace. Uh, and like, just take care of each other, guys. Like I always say, take care of each other. But that'll be it for this video. I'll probably do another one in a week, depending on like my problems, I guess. But stay classy, guys. Love, peace, happiness. Love each other. Love each other, guys. Be happy. Bye.